Hello, everyone. I hope you all have been staying safe and healthy. My name is Kira Trice, and today I'm going to be teaching all of you about Miriam O'Brien Underhill. Miriam was a strong, powerful pioneer for women's mountaineering. I want to teach all of you about Miriam, her accomplishments, the people that opposed her, and how she is remembered. Lastly, I want to give more attention to women like Miriam who paved the way for many others in outdoor recreation. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Miriam's early life. Miriam was born in Forest Glen, Maryland on July 22nd, 1898. She was first introduced to rock climbing when she was 16. Her parents took her to the Alps and they all participated in an introductory climbing course near Chamonix Resort. By 1921, Miriam had earned a bachelor's degree in physics and mathematics and a master's degree in psychology. Throughout her adult life, she was a highly active member of the Appalachian Mountain Club. As Miriam grew older, she started to make waves in the mountaineering community. Now I'm going to tell you all about some of Miriam Underhill's accomplishments. Miriam had many accomplishments early on, leading up to her two most famous accomplishments. An example of one of her many triumphs, Miriam was the third person ever to perform an ascent on the northern face of Finster Ahorn, which is the peak's most difficult route. Miriam also performed the first ever transverse from the Aiguille du Diable to the Mont Blanc du Taclao. The transverse was across 5 summits. Each were above 4,000 meters. Underhill's first famous accomplishment was performing manless climbs. In 1927, Miriam and one of her frequent female climbing partners, Winifred Marples, free solo climbed the infamous Aiguille du Penu. 3 days after this, Miriam and Alice Demesme performed the first ever ascent on the Gripon with only women. The Gripon is said to be one of the toughest climbs in the Alps. It is a steep and beautiful granite ridge. This ascent shocked the climbing community. After hearing what the two women had accomplished, French alpinist Etienne Brule said, "The Gripon has disappeared. Of course, there are still some rocks standing there, but as a climb, it no longer exists. Now that it has been done by two women alone, no self-respecting man can undertake it. A pity, too, because it used to be a very good climb." In the 1930s, it was seen as scandalous for a woman to climb without a man. Despite men in the mountaineering world trying to bring Miriam down, she continued to thrive and push herself to even greater heights. After completing these successful climbs, Miriam set a new goal: to climb Matterhorn. Matterhorn is a large, almost symmetrical peak in the Pennine Alps, with a summit that is 4,478 meters high, which makes it one of the highest summits in the Alps. On August 13th, 1932, Miriam accomplished her goal alongside her friend Alice Demesme. The same year, Miriam married Robert Underhill. Together, they went on many endeavors: adventures in the Wind Rivers in Wyoming, the Sawtooth Ranges in Idaho, and the Beaverhead Ranges in Montana. Miriam and her husband worked together to found the 4,000 Footer Club, a branch of the Appalachian Mountain Club. This branch contains 48 mountains in the New Hampshires that are at least 4,000 feet above sea level and require participants to climb them. In 1934, Miriam had an essay published in the National Geographic called Manless Alpine Climbing, the first woman to scale the Gripon, the Matterhorn, and other famous peaks without masculine support, relates her adventures. Miriam was an extremely confident woman and is an excellent role model for women today, especially those that love outdoor recreation. Next, I'm going to tell you how Miriam is remembered. In the Alps at the Torre Grande South Summit, a route was named Via Miriam in her honor. And here is a picture of the route on this slide. Via Miriam is considered the south face of the summit. It is 530 feet and has 5 pitches. A pitch is a section of route that is climbed between 2 belay points using a rope to prevent an individual from falling. Miriam is also honored by the American Alpine Club. The American Alpine Club considers Miriam and Robert Underhill to be 2 outstanding examples of great pioneers in mountaineering. Therefore, the American Alpine Club established the Robert and Miriam Underhill Award for Outstanding Mountaineering Achievements. The award is given annually to a person who has demonstrated the highest level of skill in the mountaineering arts. A person who with skill, courage, and perseverance has achieved outstanding success in various fields of mountaineering endeavors. To conclude, Miriam Underhill is an inspiration to all women who value advancement of women's rights and enjoy outdoor recreation. She was a catalyst for the progression of women's rights in outdoor recreation and mountaineering, and she deserves to be honored and respected. Miriam Underhill was a professional in resource-based outdoor recreation. As you all should know, resource-based outdoor recreation is performing activities where nature is predominant and fundamental to the experience. There is no doubt about it. Miriam is also an inspirational figure when it comes to adventure recreation. She performed manless climbs, which is as non-routine as it gets in the late 1920s and early 1930s. There was always challenge and risk with her climbs, yet she still persevered. I taught you all about Miriam, her accomplishments, the people that opposed her, and how she is remembered. I'm going to leave you all with this. Miriam once said, "I saw no reason why women should be incapable of leading a good climb. They had, as a matter of fact, already done so on some few scattered occasions. But why not make it a regular thing? I decided to try some climbs, not only guideless, but manless." And here are all my sources. Have a nice day, everyone, and thank you all for listening.